Greetings, my name is Alicia Towers from Pleroma Predictions, here today to go over some information in regards to today's very exciting new moon in Leo. Let's get started here. Most of you are already probably familiar with the idea of a new moon and the importance of a new moon. A new moon is a perfect opportunity to set the wheels in motion. I like to metaphorically compare the cycles of the moon to a garden, if you will. So the new moon is pretty much the time where you would sow your seeds. You want to plant those seeds of intention in your mind, body, and spirit. And so figure out what it is that you want and you set the ideas into fruition. One magical thing about new moons is they work on a cyclical basis. So they rotate around the astrological houses, if you will. And each piece of the house, there's 12 houses in total, and each part of the house represents a different area of our life. So right now we have the new moon in the 10th house, which is currently in Leo. And I want you to remember, astrology is not magical, okay? I mean, metaphysically speaking, it's pretty magical, but all in all, it's all about working with the energy that the universe provides us with and putting ourselves in line with it. So again, if you plant those seeds of intention and you work hard at watering them and providing positivity and light, and you love them, they'll grow. Those ideas will grow just as the plants in your garden would grow. And the universe will conspire to make it happen so long as you use the proper tools to do so. So what does it mean to have the new moon in Leo tomorrow? Well, one interesting piece of information I'd like to make note of is that both the moon and the sun will be found in our 10th house. And the 10th house is all about events of importance that are in regards to your career and social status, if you will. So if you're looking to change direction in your life, if you're wanting to jump into the unknown, today, the new moon, is the day to set those goals into motion. You want to set those wheels in motion right now. The 10th house, as I said, relates to careers and your social status. It relates to destiny in general, our achievements, our goals in the social sphere, and our social position in society. And Leo being in the 10th house, or the 10th house being represented by Leo, I want you to think of is basically telling us we need to find our career that we will take personal pride in. So Leo, you think lion, you think pride, and we really want to have the ability to be honored for our hard work. And if we look into it a little bit further, we also have to look at where else the energy lies with the new moon in Leo. So, unbelievably, there's actually no planetary opposition involved to work against us with the new moon right now, which is amazing. And further, resourcefully speaking, we have Uranus trine in our 6th house, which is currently represented by Aries. And the 6th house is about work. So it's kind of interesting. We got Leo in the 10th house for careers, and Uranus represented by Leo trine in our 6th house. And work, there is a difference. I believe there's a difference between work and careers, the way I see it. You kind of work at your career, and then maybe you work a 9 to 5, and yet you still have a different career path set in mind. I kind of like to compare work to what pays the bills and a career as to where your passions truly lie. And I think ideally we would all love to have a job that we work at, and a career path where our passions are infused. I think it's very important as human beings to have that connection, to enjoy what we do. So that's pretty exciting that we have that working with us at the moment. So with Uranus in our 6th house, in Aries, we also need to expect surprises, because Uranus rules all things unexpected, and it's definitely a rebel planet, so you want to keep your eyes peeled. It does work beautifully, however, with the new moon in Leo, because both signs, both Leo and Aries, they're positive. They are self-initiating, they're assertive and aggressive, and I don't want you to think of aggressive as I do. I often think aggressive, it conjures up ideas that are quite negative. The connotations are negative surrounding it. But aggression can be positive when it's applied correctly. I think when we do it in a correct sense, a kind sense, positive sense, aggression can be a good thing, definitely. And I also want to make mention that both signs, Aries and Leo, they are both representative of the element fire. And fire is purifying. It indicates a purposefulness to gain or achieve something in the future with strong will and conviction. So again, it's the perfect alignment for a new moon. That's a lot of oomph behind it there for you, for all of us. And while we do have no signs directly in opposition, I think it's important to note that we do have some that are square to the new moon, which can cause a little bit of a barrier effect. And the first house is Scorpio, represented by Scorpio right now. And we have both our ascendant, which is also known as our north node, as well as Saturn. And they are both located, they're square to the new moon. So having Saturn square in the first house of Scorpio is interesting. That was often seen as challenging. The energy of Saturn will force you to grow up wherever it lies. And it can also signify determination, hard work, perseverance, that will and need to achieve our goals. So you're probably wondering, how can that be a barrier? Well, let's go a little further here. The ascendant is kind of like a beacon in the dark for us. So it lights up a path that we are destined to follow. And Saturn and the ascendant are here together for a reason, square to the new moon. And while Saturn is all about challenging you to put on your big girl panties or your big boy boxers, or big boy panties, big girl boxers, you do whatever you want to do, no judgment. The ascendant is like a messenger of hope. So it's basically telling you to embrace the same things that Saturn wants you to release. And so we're kind of being challenged and told to take charge of our own intuition. It's basically it's telling us, stop following the status quo, be a rebel, take charge, and go after what you want. So it's kind of applying that bit of Uranus. Be the rebel. Go out there, do it. The first house is all about one's behavior in the eyes of others, the eyes of society, and it also represents one's own health. So it really corresponds to the way the individual acts in the world, the way other people see you, the image of the personality that's seen by others, and the person's visible behavior that's expressed outwardly. So if anything is going to prevent us from manifesting our career and life goals right now, I think it'll be our own ego. So our own ego out of concern for what other people will think of us. So it's so important to take care of ourselves. We need to really stay hydrated, drink lots of water, especially during these hot summer months. Eat lots of fruits and veggies, lots of greens. It's very important what you put into your body. It's also very important to exercise, both the mind and the body. Go out, go do yoga, go meditate, go sit in nature, sit amongst the trees. Just infuse yourself with the beauty of the world and nature, and just really connect mind, body, spirit. It's very important right now. We need to try and eliminate any negativity that we may be experiencing, whether directly or indirectly. Any sort of negativity that we're holding on to or feel that is coming in, it's time to get rid of those people in our lives who fuel that negativity. It's sad to say, but you really need to take account for your own self, your own self-worth, and your own beauty. Stop caring so much about what others think about us. We can't be fearing being ridiculed. We can't fear failure. We can't fear judgment. If we are carrying that mask with us, or if we are carrying those fears with us, right, we're often wearing a mask, and that mask is not going to allow the goodness of the universe and the energy to penetrate us, so long as we carry that fear. So it is imperative that we get rid of all that in order to take full advantage of this new moon. Otherwise, we will be very limited from any positive potential that may come our way. Last thing I want to note is that the first house, where the planets are square to us, it's currently in Scorpio. So I also sense that emotions may be an issue. If you know a Scorpio, we represent empathy, intuitiveness. We're very passionate, but we really feel. We're very sensitive. We can be very emotional. But use this to your advantage, not just Scorpios, because this is affecting everybody with these planets in Scorpio at the moment. but find the source of why you are feeling as you do. And as I was touching on before, the importance of not letting other people dictate how you feel is really important to kind of analyze, get to the root of it. Why does it bother you so much if people think you're bad at what you do, or any sort of judgment you feel coming towards you? Why does it bother you? Why do you let it affect you? So kind of get to the root of that, and that's something I definitely need to work on and learn. We really need to stop letting other people dictate how we feel and what we should be doing with our lives. So I think that's about it for Leo in the Leo in the new moon. Until we reach the full moon, I will leave it at that. And I will be back shortly. We'll do a quick little new moon card, the tarot card of the day, which I will also be doing in video form today. And yeah, launching the website soon, so stay posted. Until then, blessings. Peace.